this is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, do me a favor. If you enjoy the content, hit that like button, the share button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. So, hey, without further ado, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Always do your own research. But let's get right into it. We know the stock market. We know that some information that came out today pretty much had a big impact on the market, and it wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day at all. So, I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. Let's jump right into this thing here and let's see what's going on. And here you go. Here you go. So the stock market today, Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq dropped. The Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq dropped to end volatile week as oil surges above $90. So you know what that means. Gas is on the rise, and you see the S&P, Dow, Nasdaq. Here, let's just read into it here. It says U.S. stocks tumbled on Friday as the key monthly jobs report surprised to the downside, and oil prices surged amid a deepening Middle East conflict, raising inflation worries. Yes, we're at war. We're in the Middle East, conflict going on. Just not a good time right now. The Dow Jones Industrial Average sank 0.9% or more than 450 points. The tech-heavy Nasdaq dropped roughly 1.6%, and the S&P 500 fell 1.3% after another volatile and losing session on Thursday. All three major averages posted weekly losses and are now negative for the year. Wow, that's not good. Not good. Not good. The February jobs report showed non-farm payrolls unexpectedly fell by 92,000, widely missing expectations that the U.S. would add 55,000 jobs in a month. The unemployment rate also rose to 4.4%. So, so they expected that the jobs would add 55,000 this month, and it ended up losing 92,000. That's a big miss. That's big, to be honest with you. You expecting 55,000 not dollars, but 55,000 jobs increase and lose 92,000? Yeah, that's not good at all. The slower labor market, rising the slower labor market and rising oil prices tied to the Middle East conflict have raised fears of stagflation, a mix of weak growth and rising inflation. So that's stagflation, a mix of weak growth and rising inflation. Oil prices top $90 per barrel as tanker traffic in the Strait of Hormuz remain as near standstill, raising that the likelihood that Gulf exporters will be forced to shut off production as they run out of storage. Meanwhile, the U.S.-Israel war with Iran shows no signs of easing after President Trump said Friday that the only path to resolution is unconditional surrender. Yeah. Whew. Good luck with that. Going a little bit further here, Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq posts weekly losses as weak jobs reports. High oil prices spark fears of stagflation. Yeah, so just not good news. Not good news at all. And if we just go over here to Google Finance, and we'll take a look at the Dow. And over the last week, you see the Dow is down 2%. And year to date, the Dow is down 1.17%, 561 points. The S&P over the last week down 1.54%. Year to date down 1.54%. Now, we're in the month of March now. So we're 3 months in. And to be down for the year, it's not good. Not good. NASDAQ over the last week down 159 points. But year to date down 3.68% year to date. So not good data coming out. which has an impact on the market. Um, jobs, the monthly jobs data report is very, uh, it's a very important measurement of how the economy is doing, and to be down, 92,000 for the month is just not good. So you saw the impact that it had on the markets. The markets hasn't been doing good lately. The war is affecting the markets. You see the oil prices going up. Just a lot of things happening right now that doesn't feel right, to be honest with you. Of course, investments are taking a hit. Option traders, you may, depending on how you trading, you may be doing well. If you plan it the right way, like I said, I'm not a big options trader, so my long term stocks are taking a hit. Deciding if I should get into oil, I'm not really into oil. I probably should already been in it. I was in it for a while, and I got out, but things may be heading back towards that direction. A couple things you can look into, the Chevron, the XLE, things like that. It's a lot of. I don't even want to go into it because it's quite a few that you can just do your research on. So, but overall, man, I just to be down year to date, and we're in the month of March, 3 months in, still got plenty of time to go for the year. But just you don't know the direction of this war. You don't know how long it's going to last. It's a lot of things happening. It doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. It, it's just crazy stuff, man. And stuff like that impacts our pocket in so many ways, right? Gas is going up, your investments are going down, your 401ks are taking a hit. Just it's just many different ways that we're affected by what's going on in the world. So always pay attention. You know, don't go into a bubble where you don't know what's going on, especially stuff that may impact your pockets. So, but yeah, man, leave me some feedback. What you guys think? What direction you think the market is going to continue to, going to go? Right? Will it continue to go down? You think it's going to kind of bottom out and head back up? Do you think this war stuff is just temporary? Um, the gas prices, man. It's just crazy times right now, and we just got to be aware, be alert of what's going on. For us long-term investors, is this a panic situation? Is this a time to get ready to load the boat? Um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've never been a load the boat person. I just been a consistent investor over time. That's my thing. But everybody has their own strategies that work for them. So, I don't say which way is right or which whatever the case may be. I usually don't exit the market. I look for opportunities if the opportunities present itself, but I'm not in and out. Some people have been cashing up, which is a good thing. So you may have some opportunity to load up if you need to. So, but yeah, man, it's just crazy times right now. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me some comments, some feedback. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you later.